Nearly 2 decades after the first Australian troops were deployed to Afghanistan, Australia's military faced up to some brutal truths.
23 incidents of alleged unlawful killing of 39 people.
An inquiry commissioned by Australia's Defence Force contains what it says is credible evidence of war crimes in Afghanistan carried out by elite Australian Special Forces soldiers, including initiation executions where junior soldiers were encouraged to kill prisoners and planting weapons on bodies to conceal unlawful behaviour.
I sincerely and unreservedly apologise for any wrongdoing by Australian soldiers.
The inquiry says none of the killings took place in the heat of battle. The victims were unarmed and has recommended 19 soldiers be investigated.
The responsibility lies not only with those who pulled the trigger, it lies with the Australian government, successive Australian governments, who've taken a very short-term approach, thinking about what should have been a long-term strategy.
The report also outlines a culture of secrecy and deceit within Australia's Special Forces. It found no evidence that senior leadership knew of any alleged offences, but it was a failure of higher command to not correct the toxic culture. While the 4-year investigation may be complete, a lengthy court battle could soon follow. A special investigator will be appointed to prepare evidence for any possible war crime prosecutions, a process that will likely take years. The inquiry recommends compensation be paid even before the findings end up in court, a move welcomed by families of victims in Afghanistan.
We also want the victims to be eventually participating in the legal proceedings, and not only in the investigation, but also, more importantly, in the legal proceedings and ultimately in the realization of justice.
Of all the wars Australia has been involved in, Afghanistan was the longest. These new revelations will no doubt cast a shadow over Australia's role in the conflict. Nicola, Gage, Al Jazeera, Canberra.